First, the feeling that I felt in this few days is something that it's something new for me. This atmosphere, friendship, atmosphere of nearness. So I think something is about to happen. So my question is, in order to receive the message that I feel is coming, what should I open more, my mind or my heart? That is my first question. My second question is that there's a whole ceremony to pray. How important, how guilty am I if I try to do it and I do it wrong? Those are my two questions.
The first question is very difficult to answer because the relationship between heart and mind is quite similar to the relationship between egg and hen. Which was before? It's very difficult to determine. Sometimes it is the heart which is directly attracted by an influence, and then mind is in a better frame to understand the philosophy behind or the ideology. Sometimes it is the conviction of the mind first and then follows the heart. Automatically it begins to have that emotion which is ultimately translated into love. So both influence each other. Sometimes simultaneously, sometimes something happened here or there, but for a foreign or outside observer, objective observer, it's very difficult to determine what happened before. As much it is difficult to advise where to begin with, because it is not the advice which is going to work. It is the making of the person which dictates these terms. Some people are influenced more by the heart, and once their heart is convinced, their phenomena of the brain is activated in that direction, and it's so easy for them to follow that philosophy. And sometimes it's the other way around. Some people are very rigid in heart, and they have to be rationally convinced. But the ideal thing is for both things to be convinced. I mean, just a single conviction will only be a half conviction. There are people I know, even among Ahmadis, who are very rigid, who believe in Ahmadiyya, but like you believe in mathematics, that's that. They will be correct, but not beyond. But religion is not all that. And there are others who are all heart for Ahmadiyya, but they don't understand what Ahmadiyya is. So sometimes at the time of mental crisis, that is to say, when they are tried and they must know the truth of that religion through conviction as well, otherwise their emotions are tested, then they fail. Those who are just in the emotional attachment, a time comes when their emotions are hit by some calamity. So then they say, all right, if it was good, it was right, why should I suffer emotionally? While previously they could sacrifice everything for the sake intentionally, because they were governed by their emotions. But some mishap takes place in the family, some dear one dies, and then they are tried. If they have not had that conviction of mind to sustain them through that crisis, they will be lost. So both things are important like two legs. It is like asking which foot should I put forward first. Any foot, but the second must follow. That's my advice. As far as the second question is concerned, in fact, however wrong you be in trying to do something new with good intentions, you will never be wrong in the eyes of Allah. There are people I have noticed, new converts, say Assalam, before saying Assalamu alaikum, they begin talking and looking at others and so on. Like it happened before I left Spain 2 years ago. A lawyer from somewhere came there who had known some Ahmadis before, but had not yet accepted. So he came there in own person. So he met me, and after a while he said that I want to accept Islam and I want to get initiated now. I said, okay, most welcome. So after he got initiated, we started saying prayer. And his prayer was very interesting. He was looking at sometimes at the ladies and those people who came and started talking and asking things, So his behavior was very interesting. But unfortunately, some ladies started laughing. I was very angry with them later. I said, don't behave like this. You have been very discourteous. And maybe Allah was enjoying that prayer much more than the prayers of those people who were just formally doing it. So it was his first prayer. When the child begins to move, his mistakes make him the more love in the eyes of the parents, not the less love, more cared for. If they falter, the people, the parents, help him much more, and their hearts fly up to him. And when they falter in their speech and listening, they love him the more. Sometimes they themselves imitate the children. So this is exactly how Allah treats His creatures. So you can't commit a wrong. You can't go wrong anyway if your intentions are right. Any other questions from you or from anyone else, please? Is it time now? No. We still have 5 minutes to go. So if Mr. Bashir Hayat is not permitted, I hope we'll be able to finish the business within 10 minutes.
I have already.